You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Sunday the 15th of March, 2026. It is 84 days after the winter solstice. It is 5 days before the spring equinox. Today is the 16th day of the American and Israeli war against Iran and Lebanon. The sun rises today at 7:07 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:05 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:03 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:30 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:02 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 43 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 13% full at midday. The moon rises today at 5:30 a.m. and then it sets at 3:27 p.m. The new moon will arrive on Wednesday, the 18th of March. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 1:47 a.m., 15 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 8:08 a.m., 1 meter 28. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:23 p.m., 6 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 8:43 p.m., 1 meter 22. In our shared realm of plants and animals, according to the Cornell Lab Birdcast, spring migration has begun in earnest. Its online migration dashboard went live at the beginning of the month, and it reported that 1,300 birds passed over the borough of Queens on Friday night. As of 7 a.m. on Saturday, 300 birds were aloft above us. The dashboard tracks high-flying migrators that generally prefer to fly at night. Some of the most common birds passing through this time of year include dark-eyed juncos, yellow-bellied sapsuckers, horned grebes, golden-crowned kinglets, and common goldeneyes. Indeed, dark-eyed juncos have been spotted in the neighborhood, taking a break from their travels north. Commemorations. Today marks the Ides of March by the ancient Roman calendar, and on this day in 44 BCE, the dictator Julius Caesar was assassinated in what would prove a futile attempt to preserve the Roman Republic. Annals of Resistance. On this day in 1942, 1,000 school teachers were arrested in Norway. The country was occupied by Nazi Germany at the time, and the local fascist leader, Vidkun Quisling, had tried to impose Nazi ideology on the Norwegian education system. Teachers across the country refused to join the new Nazi-oriented Teachers Association. Quisling ordered the arrest of the teachers and sent them to a concentration camp in the north of the country. Along the way, the train carrying the prisoners was met by local people who sang songs and offered them food. In the end, because teachers, parents, and a broad swath of the population resisted, Quisling was forced to abandon his plans to incorporate the schools into the fascist state. The imprisoned teachers were released by November of 1942. It was one of the very few successful examples of resistance to Nazi rule. On this day in 1951, the Majlis, or Parliament, of Iran nationalized the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. A month later, Mohammad Mossadegh was elected prime minister. He was a champion of the nationalization project, taking control of the nation's resources from foreign domination. In 1953, Mossadegh was overthrown in a coup orchestrated by the American CIA and the British MI6 Secret Service. A bit of history that adds an important dimension to current events. On this day in 1965, Alan Stillman opened the first TGI Fridays. In interviews, he said he simply wanted to create a place where he could meet women. The first TGI Fridays was on the east side of Manhattan, near the Queensboro Bridge. It was a neighborhood full of young people, including many stewardesses, secretaries, and fashion models. The bar and restaurant was one of the first places where 20 and 30-something men and women could mingle freely, and it proved wildly successful. The waitstaff was composed of handsome jocks, wearing tight-fitting red and white striped jerseys. Stillman said, My timing was exquisite because I opened TGI Fridays the exact year the pill was invented. I happened to hit the sexual revolution on the head, and the result was that, without really intending it, I became the founder of the first singles bar. Finally, we wish a happy birthday to Dee Snider, born this day in 1955 here in Astoria. He is best known as the lead singer and songwriter of the heavy metal band Twisted Sister. His 1984 song, We're Not Gonna Take It, remains a popular classic and has frequently been used as a protest song. Happy birthday, Dee Snider. And that is the Observatory, Sunday the 15th of March, 2026.